What is going on, guys? Anger collections in the house for another video. All right, so today we're gonna talk about humble beginnings of anger collections, man. So after I posted the video, my seven-figure business, right? I got a couple of messages, man, and it's pretty much from a lot of people asking like, how did I start? When did I start? um, how much inventory, things like that. Where did I start? Things like, it's so much, pretty much like how did anger collection started, right? I know some of you guys, especially the old time subscribers out there, man. You guys know the story already. But well, if we're gonna do it again, well, so basically, I started this whole journey on Facebook, right? So everything started on Facebook, and in the beginning, it was just like me going live streams in Facebook, opening like boxes, collector boxes. What was it, like Korea? There's like War the Spark, Corset 21. Double masters. I would go live stream. I would post it also on in this YouTube channel, right? But basically, I would open boxes, and people are watching, and yeah, they would buy cards instantly. They would message me and go from there. And at the time, I was still like working full-time job, as a manager in one of the retail store over here. So that's basically it. It's just like a side hustle. I would ship packages, after talking to the people, like haggling with like prices and stuff. Oh, do you have this and that? Because clearly, like I have the cards, after I open, after watching, they would see the cards and they would like message me, right? So that's basically where it started. And then at the time, like I really wanted to go live stream on YouTube so I can move from Facebook Live to YouTube Live. But I think at the time I need like 1,000 subscribers, I think, before I can go live. But I didn't have that yet. So I just kept doing it. And then at that time also, I was still kind of like in the player collector hoarding products, right? So I had like multiple commander decks, multiple, I don't know, like sealed commander, from 2013 up to like 2020, even 2021 commander decks sealed. So I have all of that stuff, man, and I have all of the videos if you guys want to look it up. So I had like, man, 80 revised dual lands. I had my Power 9. So yeah, player, collector, some of like hoarder. I don't want to call it investor because, I bought those cards because I like them. I want to build decks. I want to like keep them. It's not really like the whole investing, but I mean, it's clearly when you keep cards, like especially like reserveless cards, right? You're somewhat investing in those cards, specifically like the vintage cards, right? So that's kind of how it started, just accumulating cards, accumulating, I guess, inventory, right? And like I play sometimes in one of the LGS over here, play, buy, sell, trade here and there, like I have like those big displays, the Strixhaven Japanese. I have all of those stuff, man. And then eventually around and this is all Facebook. I don't have TCGplayer yet. I don't have eBay yet. And then 2021, that's when it started because at the time I was working full-time, and then I was like getting a lot of orders. I'm getting like multiple messages. I think I just hit like 1,000 subscribers, I believe. Just making videos regular. It's just like for fun too. kind of like showing what I have. So that's basically it. And so around 2021, I was like earning a lot of money on this side hustle, right? And then I remember my coworkers saying like because I have my binder with me at work. I was like selling cards. I have like my packages. I was like, why are you still here, man? Why are you still here? Because I was like showing the cards that is like super expensive. I was like, bro, like why are you still working over here, man? And then that kind of like sparked on me. And then so 2021, it was the around October. That's when it hit me like, you know what, I think it is time. And then around that time also we were planning on having a baby, which is, now he's gonna be 2 now. um so yeah, around 2021 I was thinking, you know what, I think I should really like go full time on this, because I need more experience, especially like, customer service, all that. Because I had all of that, but I need like the volume, right? Which is like, if I started my own business, I'm gonna have that, but I'm gonna keep it to where like it's just like me, one man band, everything, buy, sell, trade, which is pretty much what I had already. And then what I always advise is like, before you quit, like considering jumping in this like business. I want to say like, I was very fortunate, because I kind of build up the audience on YouTube. I kind of build up the audience on my Facebook page. I kind of build up my experience on buying, selling, talking to people. So I have all of that already. And not to mention, I kind of build up my inventory, even though it's not really for my inventory, it's like my collection, right? So I have all of that before leading up to like, okay, you know what? It's time for me to quit and go full time on this. So I always advise to have that, I want to say like 2-3 years, man, of experience, all of that stuff before even considering full time. Now you can start small time, you can start just like I don't know, like a part-time side hustle. You can start your own TCG player, like a couple of days probably. You can turn off your inventory and then you can turn it back on. So you can start that. But if you want to go full time, I think you really gotta have that experience, man. And then as far as inventory, I would say, I know Rudy from Alpha Investments is like saying, capital wise, you should have like at least 100 grand, right? I think I would agree to that. But if you don't have like cash, capital, I think 100K of inventory, which I have at the time, I think that works as well. Because think about it, I had Power 9, I had 80 dual lands, revised dual lands, I had multiple commander decks, multiple commander sealed product, I have multiple sealed booster boxes, maybe some collector boxes here and there. So before I quit my job, I had all of that stuff. So considering all of that, I was like, you know what, I think it's time. So October 2021, that's when I left working, and it's all documented. And I started my journey with full-time card flipping business, my 7-figure card flipping business. November, that's when I started my first sale on TCGplayer, I think November 2021. And yeah, still going right now, man. And then I just recently added eBay, specifically just for Pokemon slabs, maybe Magic slabs. When I start getting like more inventory with like good cards to grade for Magic, universes and beyond, right? So I'm the eBay store is just that, just PSA slabs, maybe those random signed cards that I can't really sell on my TCG player, all those foreign cards that are hard to sell, and then what else? Foil cards, sign cards, things like that. So just that, but the bulk of everything else is going to be coming out from TCGplayer. So that's pretty much the bulk of the story on how I started, where I started, and how it went. So my goal was my first year is to really hit, because personally I don't buy anything on TCGplayer. It's not because I don't like TCGplayer. It's just like I didn't I want the cards in my hand right away, so I prefer like everything in store. Cool Stuff Inc. I buy everything, all the singles, all the boxes from Cool Stuff Inc. Not sponsored, but it's just like convenience for me, man. But everyone buys from TCGplayer. It's safe. It's like it's just not for me. But as far as like for me, it's more convenient for me to have all the cards. So TCGplayer, I kind of decided to go full on TCGplayer, and yeah, I mean, my first year, my goal was to hit 10,000 completed sales and really hit level 4 as soon as I can. Because if you're level 1, 2, 3, the competition is like you really can't compete unless you really lose money, which is fine. You really gotta fight for that level 4, because like your the options, especially on your shipping, is like I think it's like you start at like $4.99, and I don't know if it's the same thing right now, but once you reach level 4, it's an open field, man. No matter how many completed sales you have, no matter how much rating you have full control now on your shipping, which is perfect. And that's basically open your inventory to all of the cards, man, no matter what it is, man. Commons, uncommons, basic lands, tokens, anything. You can sell just about anything, man. And like I said, it's an even playing field once you reach it. So that's really it, man. So first year I hit 10,000 completed sales, and I reached level 4, I don't know, maybe like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or maybe a month at least. I forgot. And then my second year, I already reached 25,000 completed sales. And the reason for me doing that, and I always advise this, because like if you go TCGplayer, customers always want to buy from sellers that have many completed sales, meaning they already have experience on like selling a lot of cards, and then also like a high rated seller as well. Now more to that with the high rated seller, because like you really can't control on like buyers that's like will have like bad experience. You really can't control it, because me telling you that all of us sellers, when we get orders, I'm not saying everyone is, but we take orders, we pull the orders, we pack it, we ship it, and that's that. There's no shady going on. I know there's some sellers out there that is like canceling orders. Oh, the card went up. Like I'm gonna cancel this. I'm gonna resell it. I'm sure there's some shadiness going on there on sealed boxes, on singles, but for the most part, man, like it's really not worth it. It's really not worth it on like, oh, this guy is like delaying, or this guy didn't ship the order. It's not worth it, man. Like all this is already too much work, man. Just like, especially if you're doing it on your own, like, but you really can't reason out, man. Like you can't control how the buyer will think. But for the most part, we get orders, we pull the orders, we ship your order, and that's that. It's like we don't see like, oh, a fetch land. Oh my God, man, this is an expensive card. We don't see it like that anymore. We look at it as like, oh, scalding time. Oh, $20. Oh, nice. We look at it as like money. And every single card over here, it's all about just numbers. It's all dollar sign. It's not about like, oh, I can put that in my deck, you know. Or I can invest it. Oh, it's a reserve list card, you know. It's not about that anymore. So it's you can't control it. So that's the rating part. But yeah, so I think it's always been my goal to reach that milestone, right? And I already hit the 40,000 completed sales. I know in your store it only changes to 10K, 25K, and 50K. So 50K would be my next one, and I think I'm pretty close to that one. So that's the reason why I'm trying to hit those goals, is because customers are more willing to buy on those sellers. And I hope that you will consider that too if you want to start this journey. And you know, everyone will say, you know, it's not gonna be easy. You know, it's always hard. You know, and it is. There's a couple of things that you need to consider, like yeah, it's fun to, you know, it's good to say that, oh, you control your time in it, you know, and you don't work for anyone, and you know, it's all good and dandy, right? No, but no, it's a lot of work. It takes so much time, and even though like, yeah, you know, your hobby is now your job, right? You gotta take responsibility. You know, you gotta own your shit, man. You know, it's nothing like, oh, I can clock in anytime now, you know, which it is, but you have to hold yourself accountable, because it's different, you know. Like if you're working for someone, you go in, clock out, you earn money. Over here, you know, the more time you work, the more money will come. But if you're just slacking off, man, I don't know, man. I don't know if you're gonna last like a full year of this, but yeah, it takes a lot, man. It really takes a lot. So I don't know if I touch on all of the questions I got, right? But that's basically the humble beginnings of Anger Collections, right? So started from Facebook, live streaming, making videos on YouTube, and then upgrading, I guess, to building up YouTube now, you know, making more videos, more shorts, and yeah, TCG player, you know, full-time TCG player, and then adding eBay now. So I guess eBay would be my next step, right? Because I kind of did, you know, a lot on TCG player, so now I'm gonna be combining both. Not 50-50 yet, because I need more inventory in my eBay. So that's kind of like the new thing, you know, for in the business, is adding eBay, you know, Pokemon side, right? So that's basically it, man. You know, like, I don't know what else questions, you know, like acquiring inventory. There's a lot, but as far as humble beginnings, that's how I started. Where my inventory went, you know, it's, you know, collections, Anger Collections. It all came from my collection. Like, you know, it didn't stop me from buying collections, even though like I already have like that, at least at the minimum, like 100K worth of inventory. It didn't stop me from like just buying collections in my first, I want to say 2-3 years, man. And I acquired a lot of cards, man. You know, I acquired like, I want to say 2 full worth of storage, which came from like 2 LGS that shut down, you know. And I was fortunate, and I still have some of those, man. You know, I think without those 2 big inventory, it would be a little hard. But the fact that I had those, man, that helped out like big time. And yeah, it will take time, you know, acquiring inventory, um, putting yourself out there in the community that you're buying collections, uh, big, small, doesn't matter. And yeah, I mean, if you treat them well, people will come back to you, people will contact you no matter what, So once you have that in the community, man, collections will just like come and go, man, So, and I can't film everything, sometimes it's just like a couple cards, $100, $200. It's cool to have like a collection buying video, but sometimes it's just like, I don't know, 10 cards, like I said, right? 10 cards, $500, expensive cards, right? So sometimes it's like that. Maybe, I don't know. So that's really that, man. I just want to make a video. I know it's like Friday, I might go later and just go for retail hunt, right? Retail hunt video again, but we'll probably do some of those later. But yeah, I hope some of you guys, that send questions, really appreciate that. And to the people that are old school, the OG subscribers, I appreciate you guys staying in. The new subscribers, welcome to the channel. Really appreciate you guys watching the videos, liking the videos, commenting on the videos. I really appreciate. And yeah, we're just gonna keep doing what we're doing for the past 4 years, man. Just wake up and grind. That's really it, man. Put more hours. Even though, like, as of right now, like I mentioned on my past videos, I only work like at the maximum like 6 hours, because like I'm at home, taking care of my kid. Once probably he's like grown and probably like going to daycare, I'll probably put more hours over here. But yeah, and to the question that's like, is it worth it? Is it like, I don't know, is it worth it, and is it sustainable? It is. If I can do it, anyone can do it, man. It's definitely worth it, if you put your mind in the direction of like, I'm gonna make it work, and I'm gonna hold myself accountable on anything. It will work, man. It will work. It's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth it. So yeah, that's gonna be it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please consider liking and subscribing. Hit that bell notification so you don't miss any video. And with that, anger out, boys. Look at this. Peace. Hi.